What if I told you you've been lied to your entire life? There's a certain bit of information that is normalized, but it's completely untrue. What they tell you is that middle age is 50 years old, but that is a lie. And I believe it's possibly a lie that's been perpetuated because it makes you think that you have way more time than you actually do. The fact of the matter is that life expectancy in the West is 75 years old, 76 if you want to be specific. 76 years means that midlife is 38 years old. If you are approaching 30 or you're in your 30s, you are pretty much at the halfway point of your life. Now, why is this important? Because the majority of people at the age of 30 haven't accomplished what they wanted to accomplish so far in this life. And it's a pretty big stressor for most people because they feel like if they don't accomplish a certain amount of things by 30, that's it. The game is over. In reality, that's wrong thinking. Up until this point, you've gained so much experience, so much life experience. You've learned so many different things that you can use to avoid making mistakes and to push you forward towards your goals. That feeling of being lost is not really because you don't have the talent or the skill to become successful. The feeling of being lost is because you don't have any structure or goals. You don't know exactly where it is that you want to go in your life. This is a very common thing. Only 3% of adults have written goals, and 97% of people usually end up wandering about in life. What if I was to tell you that the one major thing that you could do to put your life in a direction where you are capable of experiencing prosperity, where you can do what you want to do in this life, is just by knowing where you want to go. See, when you look around at everything that's man-made started off as a thought in somebody's mind. Everything. But the thought had to be executed on. There had to be a plan to make the thought become reality. The majority of you guys have no plan. You're just wandering. So the first step to no longer being a failure and no longer feeling like you're behind in your 30s is setting goals. You have to set goals for your financial life, family life, physical life, and things you want to do for fun. These are all extremely important. And it's really as simple as just knowing where you want to go. Other day I was watching a video about Terry Crews. I don't know if you know him. He's a big muscular actor. And I'm not a huge fan of Terry Crews because of his political stances, and he's a little bit weird to me. But I was pretty inspired by the video I saw by Terry Crews because he spoke about sweeping floors at 31. 31, this dude was sweeping floors. His wife is looking at him like, yo, I thought you said we're going to be famous. And she was getting stressed out, and he just kept pushing. So as much as I disagree with a lot of things that he has to say and a lot of his personality traits I don't really resonate with, the fact of the matter is this man was 31 and he was sweeping floors, and now currently he has a net worth of $25 million. It's never too late to start. I remember when I decided I wanted to open up a barbershop, I picked up a clipper at the age of 30. And by 32, I had my own shop. And now that shop has been sold, and I have other business ventures in marketing and now obviously content creation. So it's never too late to start. You just have to make a decision. You just have to decide exactly where it is that you want to go. But at the same time, you want to have a sense of urgency because you are getting to that halfway point, or you're probably already past that halfway point, and you don't have that many seasons left back. You know, if we're lucky, we have 75 summers, 75 springs, 75 winters, and 75 autumns, right? Make the best use of the time that you have. So if you're in your 30s, you have half that left back. You probably have 35 summers, 35 winters. You feel me? So you have to have a sense of urgency. You have to have a sense of direction, or else your life will become a failure. And There's no point in having a defeatist attitude, because when I look at my comments, I made a couple of videos about this. When I look at my comments, I see a lot of people saying, well, yo, it's over. It's done. Well, if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. If you really think it's over and you think that there's no possibilities, then that's what you will get. You are what you think you are. And that's one of my favorite quotes by Confucius is, he who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't are both right. So you have a crossroads right now. You can either continue bitching and moaning and thinking that your life is over and you can't do anything about your situation, or you can set goals, you could create a plan, and you could go after it. Terry Crews, 31 years old, was sweeping floors. Now, I think the other day he just turned 57. He's a multimillionaire. And there's so many examples of this, from Sam Walton of Walmart, Ray Kroc of McDonald's. You know, all these guys started their businesses at a late age and ended up making generational money and making an impact on this planet. So you still have a chance. You just have to decide. So with all that being said, please write your goals down. I sound like a broken record, but you have to write your goals down, because only 3% of adults have written goals. And you usually know who this 3% is because you'll see them living their best life. And the majority of people work for the people that write their goals down. Then, if you really want to take it serious, get a vision board. Rich people have vision boards. I talk to a lot of millionaires. I've watched hundreds of interviews of millionaires and billionaires and successful people, and they all have vision boards. But it's poor people that think they're too cool. They think they're too cool to cut out some pictures and put it on their wall. But you don't have to understand it, but just know that this helps to program your subconscious mind, and it'll help get you closer to your goals and get you to where you want to be. If you really want to be successful, you have to be willing to do anything. No matter how crazy it sounds, you have to be able to do anything, be willing to do anything to get what you want in this life. I don't care what it is. I got vision boards. I write my goals down every day. I watch videos of my goals. You know, I do everything in my power to put myself in a mental state where I could accomplish these things. And it works. It works for me. So I'm pretty sure it'll work for you. And it's worked for millions of other people that just believed. So with all that being said, yes, you're getting to the halfway point of your life. But no, you don't have to quit, and you don't have to settle for less. There's a lot more life to live, and there's a lot more that you have to give. With all that being said, thank you for watching. Coming to you from beautiful Guyana, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.